Hello, everybody. We are Ballistic Beauties. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Tamika.
Did you believe the lie, ladies, sisters, hermanas, that you needed to be so corporate-minded, so career-minded at the expense of marriage and children to be happy? Did you? Because I did. And I'm now 46 years old. And the Lord told me I'm not meant to be alone. The Lord told me, okay, you know what? Time to change a chapter. I believe the lie. So I called Tamika and I said, Tamika, we need to talk about this, because since we are talking about rebranding ourselves, transforming, this is part. Like, listen, if there are women out there who have a fantastic career, are living your dream, you know, you're not married, you don't have children, this isn't for you. And that's fine. Go ahead, do you. Because you know what? You might encounter someone like us.
Some encouragement.
Who, you know what? They don't want to keep that life. They don't want to pursue that lifestyle anymore. So I wanted to discuss this with Tamika. I want to encourage those sisters that said, you know what? Let's change the chapter. Let's change the page. It's not too late. It's not impossible. I want to encourage you, think outside the box. Be completely unapologetic. The same motivation, energy, drive, tenacity that you used to pursue that career-minded singlehood lifestyle, redirect it, channel it to a new lifestyle. We are living in unprecedented times. Possibilities are endless. Technology is changing. AI is changing. Doors are going to be opening. The old rules no longer apply. Be creative. Be brave. Marriage, we're probably going to find a man now who has children, has a family. There might be an ex-wife still involved. God will work your heart. I'm going to try to believe this, what I'm saying. I'm going to try to believe this myself. God will work your heart, to open your heart to just love this growing family that you're walking into. Or you may be blessed enough to find a man who's in his 40s, possibly early 50s, who is still willing to try to have a child at this point. And it's not impossible. I keep using Janet Jackson as an example. She homegirl had a baby at 51. And I'm sure nobody told her, honey, you can't do that. I'm sure Miss Jackson went nasty on them. Okay, we're living in a world where technology and science is going to make it possible for a woman to facilitate a woman to have a child at this age. And the experiences that you have had gave you an edge. It gave you an edge. It doesn't make you better. It doesn't make you worse. It doesn't make you behind. It gave you a different edge to be a different type of mother, a different type of wife. Creativity.
I believe the lie that Mr. Mom, that 1980s movie, put out there, where I didn't want to raise a family. I wanted my husband to be the stay-at-home dad. I pursued my career as if the career was a relationship.
Yeah.
I stayed until 3 a.m. sometimes at my corporate job. I blood, sweat, and tears to corporations that didn't consider me the way that I considered them, made people millions of dollars. And at the end of it all, I'm 47 years old and I am yearning to be married and I'm yearning to have a family. I am not aware of how this family is going to be created, whether it's going to be adoption, whether it's going to be a child of my natural womb, or if it's going to be a blended family. But either way, I know that as a woman and as a Christian woman, I'm called to be a wife and I'm called to help parent children. And whether that is children that I'm blessed enough to receive as my own in my womb or from someone else, I desire to parent children. And I know that if I was younger, I probably would have said deuces to my kids, because I didn't have patience. And now I am full of patience. And so even though I fell for the lie of the Mr. Mom and having men raise children, I know that I'm called to be a raiser of children along with my husband. And now since COVID, the way that we do life is very different. We can be at home and not sacrifice our families at the altar of success and be able to raise our children in a way that we agree with, and where our children are going to be one of our number one priorities. Our first priority is God, then our husbands, and then our children, and then our job should be fourth. But my job was always number one, and this has helped me reprioritize my priorities, realizing that family is so important, because when it's all said and done, the things that you have are your family and God, and everything else is replaceable. We are doing things differently now in our 40s. Janet Jackson has had a child in her 50s. We can have children in our 40s, in our 50s. We can meet someone like that and realize that it's our one, the one that we desire to marry, because we know what we want in a spouse now. Before we were well, I can't speak for Jessica, but I can say for myself, I'm flaky. I was flakier than a Pillsbury biscuit, and I wanted something different all the time. And now I know the type of man that I want. And first of all, he must be Christian, a follower of God, and put God first before me.
Yes.
Before, I used to want a man that would put me before God, and that is dangerous in any relationship. So ladies, if you're in your 40s and you're now seeing that you want a family, and you now see that you want to be married, it's not too late. There's still men out there looking for you. There's still men out there looking for us. And as the Bible says, a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. And I think we're good things. We're looking for that. And we want to encourage you that it's not too late. And if you think that you're going to find a man, though, in your own house, and by staying in your house, well, maybe what you should do is actually leave outside of the door and go do something. Improve yourself. Go do something. Go to the gym. I'm overweight. I'm at the point where I need to lose some weight, and I might find my husband at the gym. I might find my husband at some kind of networking party. I might find my husband at a conference. Do the things that you know to do, and you will find your husband. Your husband will find you on your way to do those things.